Hello everyone, this is Tormuse, and today I'm picking up where I left off in the club meetings mod for Doki Doki Literature Club. Picking up where I left off in episode 48, that's the 12th episode of season 4, which, thanks Stream Elements. Yeah, as I indicated in the previous session, previous seasons had only 12 episodes each, but it turns out there's going to be another episode. Another episode was released, and who knows, maybe yet another episode. It would make sense for it to end up with around 50 episodes, really. For no particular reason. I mean, I don't think they're going to end with. I mean, it could end with episode 49. I don't know. Maybe 49 is a square number. So it's not a round number. It's a square number. It's divisible evenly by 7. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, let me just double check, make sure bot picked up the stream on my Discord channel. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna exit Discord there. But yeah, we last left off. I just finished Natsuki's. Hey, and Crazy Kill's here. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? I mean, I guess maybe you can't actually hear what I'm saying because you indicated that they're ads. What can you do? So I'm just gonna kill time a bit. What do I fill this space in with? I don't know. There isn't a whole lot to say, really. That I haven't said already. The Natsuki's mod within a mod within a mod was kind of neat. Got the supposedly best ending. I'm not just doing this just to assume the Monica pose. I'm actually stretching my wrist at the same time, multitasking. I guess we're gonna see how many subplots we can tie up with this. Okay, out of the ads, cool. Apparently, there's going to be another ad break in the next 3 minutes and 45 seconds. Once you get out of the first 5 minutes of the stream, it's just because of the way Twitch organizes it. The first 5 minutes of the stream, you get pre-roll ads, and then there's the actual ad break, and then theoretically you shouldn't get any ads until the actual scheduled ad break. Anyway, yeah, this is me just killing time a bit here. I still think it's kind of madness that they haven't transferred the club presidency away from Monica, even when she's like hallucinating and falling down and in a state where she just can't focus or concentrate on anything. There's probably a plot contrivance reason for that. Maybe we're going to find out. I mean, like one possible reason for it is that she's is going to give her an opportunity to do some coding shenanigans, and Ryan is like, oh no, he's going to find out about whatever. But the opportunity for that particular possible plot event seems to have passed, and it didn't happen. So I guess it's not going in that direction. I don't know. I mean, like the entirety of season 4 is setting up this notion that like Monica and Ryan are going to get together. It's not. I mean, I don't know. I'm not feeling it. Like I'm not getting this notion that Ryan is some kind of perfect foil for her or something. You know, like. And the way she talks about him is like oh, he's cute, or oh, he's it's like the way he says miss and is like polite and deferential is I don't know, appealing to her somehow, I guess. Like it raises questions like what does Monica look for in a partner? I mean, going by the content of the emails, you might think that Monica wants someone who just absolutely falls over themselves for her and is just gushing about how much they love her constantly. I don't know if that's actually something she wants. Like, for someone who desires control over her surroundings, and oh hey, Dillian's here. Welcome to you. How's it going? Yes, hi, Dilhoon, I guess. This she's used to from Mass, probably. Yeah. It's that question is like, is that just a thing that she's used to? Is it something that she actually wants? Maybe she doesn't know what she wants. I mean, it might stand to reason. Like she might not actually know what she wants. Yeah, I don't know. It's like if we're setting Monica up with Ryan, then there's obviously a huge power imbalance between them, just from the fact that Monica knows everything about what their simulation is and actually knows what's going on in the world. Like, can you really have a relationship between one person who knows about the simulation and one who doesn't? Like, it makes for a weird dynamic. So, like, theoretically, he at some point has to find out about that if things are going to move forward. Like, otherwise, there's no way he can understand. There's no way he can even come close to understanding, like, her trauma, her own emotional struggles. Maybe she has trouble forgiving herself for stuff she did in the events of the original game. I don't know. But like, I you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't seem like it seems like there's a way to move that forward, and we're already at the end of episode 48, the theoretical, like, original end of when the whole mod as a whole would end, and the ad break has started. And he still doesn't know about it. So how are you going to tie all that up? How are you going to wrap all that up? I don't know. I mean, we're gonna see where it goes. And now I have 2 minutes and 38 seconds to kill here. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see what direction that goes in. Yeah, and I do want to comment on the fact that in the last session, Monica made a comment that she wasn't sure if she's going to be able to finish her mod. What with, you know, having collapsed and having to take it easy from, you know, sleep deprivation and exhaustion and so on. But you know, I've sort of heard through the grapevine that no, actually, she does get her mod, and I'm trying to avoid spoilers and stuff, but people keep talking about it in the club meetings Discord server. So and I sort of know. Well, I have an overall idea of what's happens in Monica's mod. That it actually does get to be played in episode 49. So I'm looking forward to that. It should be cool. It should be interesting. On principle, I'm not going to state any what spoilers I've observed or heard so far, but it should be interesting. Ad break ends in 1 minute and 5 seconds. Start. Still have more time to kill. Should indeed. Yeah. Yeah. I do have to say it is. You know, kind of interesting. The confrontation between Monica and Natsuki was interesting when Monica said she didn't have the right to interfere in her life or whatever, and you know, Natsuki quite correctly points out, I mean, you see fit to interfere in other people's lives, like, you know, not directly calling her a hypocrite. And also, interestingly, Natsuki didn't, I mean, she chose not to implicate other people who were involved in the plot. Like, she didn't mention that, like, Sayuri and MC were in on the plot to set up Monica and Ryan together, for instance. it was just a passing remark from Yuri that Monica clued into it. Although, I mean, it does. I mean, not that Yuri's remark actually changed anything. I mean, like, it's like absolutely like painfully obvious that they all the whole crew wants Monica and Ryan together. Like they keep making, you know, chiding and joking remarks about it. It's should be pretty obvious from Monica's perspective that they want them to end up together regardless of whether there was an actual plot or not, or scheme, whatever. Yeah, and it comes back to that other thing that okay, that breaks are all finished, so I guess I can start. I just want to finish what I'm saying. It comes back to what I was saying before. Like back in season 3, I made the comment about you know, Natsuki spent so much of the first 3, you know, well, I guess 2.5 seasons denying that there was anything between her and Yuri, that it just makes it awkward for her to step up and say, like, yeah, okay, actually we're seeing each other after all. You know, Monica probably feels similar sense of awkwardness about that if she did decide to like pursue Ryan. I mean, there's the whole sunken cost fallacy entering into that. It's like she's invested so much of her identity in this notion that she you know, has to be with the player or whatever. That she you know, it's become so personal, it's such an automatic thing for her that she just can't even conceive of the concept of letting go of the player. Anyway, I'm gonna hit load game and pick up where we left off. Oh yeah, we just finished up the emails, and let's move on with things. Okay, that's all the emails. Monica, do you want to wrap things up? Monica sits up in bed again slightly. Let's talk about the difficult thing first. My fix for the time loop where I tried to put in on the club room did not work, it turns out. Oh, is that so? Okay, we're extending that particular plot point out a bit, I suppose. It has to be a person. So, what will we do? ... question mark. I'm not sure yet. Oh, I got the perfect solution, Monica. You can put the time loop on yourself. I mean, after all, you're the one that decided that Ryu would be happy with the time loop. Clearly that makes people happy in your mind. Damn, Deb called out. Anyway, I have an idea, but still working on it. Yeah, okay, Monica, you want to share what that idea is? Like, you don't have the best track record for doing the right thing when you keep your ideas to yourself at this point. Anyway. I am sorry, Monica. Well, it was worth a try. Second piece of business. Okay, no, I don't think, well, yeah. Poem topics, I can't really think of a good one. I looked up some on the internet today just in case. One of them was something interesting you saw recently. Sure, can't think of anything better. Poems on that topic for next time then. And you're going to say what the topic is? And finally, Natsuki and MC try to make sure fencing club goes smoothly today. Make sure everyone does some drills. Don't just do bouts all night, and if you do bouts, do serious ones. Geez, don't worry so much, I'll take it seriously. She just doesn't want to be humiliated when we go to KCU and do our tournament. And that's right, I don't. So make them work hard. And work hard yourselves, please. I'm relying on you in particular as the vice president, Natsuki. Yeah. You put Natsuki second command of a club. Brave. You know, usually I don't like swearing in front of you, but F you, Teach. Yikes. I only kid, Natsuki. Yeah, I know. Come on, MC, let's go see if Ryan's finished setting up over there. On it. Sayuri, Yuri, you guys can stay as long as you like. I'll probably head out before too long. Natsuki, eat a Flamore always? Always valid? I mean... I don't know. I mean, in some ways, yeah, I can sort of see, like, why would you put Natsuki in a position where she has authority? On the other hand, this what can I say? This club has a track record of giving people responsibility who obviously shouldn't have responsibility. So, I don't know. Maybe the putting yourself in the place when you're most vulnerable makes you safest of all, or something that along those lines. Worth a try. What's the worst could happen? I don't know. Anyway, moving on. I'll probably head out before too long. Something to do as usual. But you should ask Monica about your game before you go. About your game? Ask Monica about your game? Her game? Yes, I was considering trying to run Call of Cthulhu for us all, like an MC's mod. Oh, really? Oh, that's neat. What happened to the whole tea ceremony thing? Like, she was collecting the bits for that in the previous scene. Is she doing this on top of that, or...? Anyway. Since you were recovering for a while, I thought you might become easily bored. So I discussed it with the others, and we thought perhaps a little role-playing might liberate you from tedium. Should I still be prepping it? I suppose so. It might. Sure, why not? Excellent. This will be fun. Ask me, will you be leaving with us? Actually, I'd like to talk to Miss Ida alone for a little while if I could. Nothing world-threatening, just wanted to have a private conversation. Of course. Let us go, Sayuri. Oh, music fading out. Da-da-da. This music again. It is... I'm just gonna move on. Thanks for coming, Miss Ida. Well, of course, Monica. I was so worried when I heard what would happen. I wish I could say I was more surprised, but I didn't think you would run into the wall quite so hard. Must have been very frightening. I was just talking about that with MC a little while ago. It wasn't actually so bad. I was spiraling out of control and not able to do anything, and everything was chaos, but it was okay. It's so emotional. Yeah, it's... emotional? Yeah, it's a good word. I was trying to find some other more descriptive word. How do I describe it? It's difficult to put feelings into words. This song is playing. It's not. I don't know. Like the word nostalgia comes to mind. It's not quite right. But it does. I don't know. It does convey a feeling of. Anytime I hint at the ending, you basically, yeah. Like, that's finality, perhaps. Yeah, finality is a good word. I mean, the word nostalgia comes to my mind, because I guess it's like a hint of like longing for simpler times, or a recognition of where we've come, where we're going. Wist Piano is the final name. Wistfulness is indeed the vibe. Yeah, wistfulness. Yeah, wistfulness. There you go. Yeah. I mean, that's probably a better word than nostalgia. Because, like I said, it's longing for simpler times. It conveys a feeling of reflecting on stuff that's happened. Anyway, moving on. But it was okay. But no, it was okay, really. It was freeing in a way. I think I understand. Yeah. I wouldn't want to repeat the experience, though. How have things been back at the high school? Oh, it's been great. My classes are going well. The literature club is doing fantastically. Ria in particular is blossoming wonderfully as a person, and that's good to hear. But I mean, more, how has it been trying to keep this club secure? ... Secure. I mean, good question. Oh, that. Not too bad, really. The principal was concerned early on in the year about the leadership structure, and a few of the club members found it odd too. But we were able to play it off as a club tradition handed down by you guys, just like we planned. And they accepted that. More or less. The student council must be a lot less persistent than they were when we were there. Yes, things are much more businesslike with Ari in charge. Okay, new student council president or something? She doesn't pry into club's business the way Mina did. Who even could pry into people's business the way Mina did? I think that deep down you really liked your battles with Mina. There's probably no one here who really presents a challenge for you. Well, there are definitely challenges. I'm clearly being enough of a challenge for myself. Maybe so. Plus, I suppose you've had me in a way as an adversary. Not an adversary, but I have had to consider you in a way that I don't consider other people. I mean, Monica did make an internal point of trying to avoid Masita, to avoid the confrontation about what she was doing with Ria. So, adversary is a fitting enough word, really. This is just playing with semantics. But whatever. Consider in a way you don't consider other people. Masita, what is it? If I tell you something, will you hear me all the way out? Before you get upset or lecture me. Oh boy. I mean, the fact that Monica wasn't willing to talk about her idea in front of the club was already, a little sus. Say opponent? Antagonist, perhaps? Anyway. Well, that depends on what it is, but almost certainly. Back before you learned about reality, I knew you'd find out eventually. I planned for it. I knew Sairi would blow up at me, which would let her vent her anger and then also give me a cover to abandon the Literature Club for a while. Then the student council would use my absence to impose you as an advisor on us, but they'd also feel bad about it, especially Mina. And then, once you inevitably found out the truth of what we are, I could use you as an ally to get even more back from the student council than I gave up. And also have you there as a permanent adult ally to help protect us. I thought of all this as soon as you started asking questions and talking to the other club members. And then it all happened like I wanted. I'm sorry for treating you that way. Well, I've always had my suspicions, but it's nice to hear you just tell me and be open with it. But if you had your suspicions, why go along with it? Question mark. I mean, because it doesn't really change anything. What? I mean, what would... From Miss Vita's perspective, back at that point in season 2, I'm just thinking, like, what would having her suspicions even mean at that point? Like, suspected that Monica intended to... I mean, like there are indicators that... some of Monica's choices of words did indicate that she was tending in the direction of wanting to let Masita know and so on. But from Masita's perspective, it wouldn't change anything. Like, she still would want to know what's going on with the club, that they're all, so distressed and apparently shared some mutual traumatic incident. Like, this question of why go along with it? Like, why wouldn't she go along with it? She wants to help. That's just how she is. But whatever. Anyway. Why go along with it? Because I didn't really see that our goals were incompatible. You do need someone in the school to help protect you. The student council did like to interfere with perfectly good clubs minding their own business. While I didn't appreciate the way you went about it, I thought you had good aims. Other than the part where you treated Sairi's feelings about you as something you need to be dealt with, like taking a boiling kettle off the stove. I mean, yeah. Something that needed to be dealt with. I mean, anyway. Is that what you wanted to tell me? Yes, but what is it, Monica? I guess it's a lot, but I guess the basic thing is I'm scared, Masita. I'm really scared. What are you scared of? So many things are happening. college is so different, and I can't keep things in order. Everyone's changing. Everything is changing. Even me. I'm going to probably have to make even bigger changes to give Ria her future back. I don't know if any of the things I'm trying to do in college will succeed, like this silly fencing club. I don't know what I'm going to do with my life, or if this is even a life. And then there's also the stupid reality stuff. I messed up really bad with myself. What if I mess up with the whole universe? I could ruin everything for everyone, even you. Again, like, isn't this part of the reason for, like, taking turns sharing that burden? And, hey, Spooky Spooky Waters here. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? I didn't realize I was on mom duty tonight. He's always on mom duty? That's true. No, seriously, though. What am I trying to say here? Like, I mean, this is sort of the encapsulation of Monica's character flaw of, like, being a perfectionist and needing to control everything and seeing it as her responsibility to look after everything, being unwilling to delegate, not even really being willing to consider that, like, these are burdens she can share with her friends. She has friends who will gladly help her take on these sorts of burdens. Like I said, just, Monica's tragic character flaw, etc., etc. Duty, like observation duty, but kids are always anomalous. Sure. Welcome to the stream, the Computer Geek 2. More changes in their behavior? Yeah. Or if this is even a life. That's a heck of a way of phrasing it. Now, how are we parsing out this turn of phrase here? Or if this is even a life? Is that another acknowledgement that she's fictional? Was this more fourth wall breaking here? These kids are pretty much all anomalous. I mean, yeah. Or, yeah, okay, so is this an acknowledgement about her fictionalness, or is this maybe an acknowledgement of that she isn't actually finding any meaning in her her pursuit of the player anymore, or whatever? I don't know. I mean, they're big questions. Like, what does she make of her life? Anyway, moving right along. I could ruin everything for everyone, even you. There's so much I don't know, and it's scary. And there's Ryan, this boy, and he pretty clearly likes you, from what I've heard. You're afraid it wouldn't work out with him. How could it work out? He's so normal and likable. You're likable. That's curious. The word likable is spelled two different ways there. I don't think it's supposed to have the E there. Eda spells it, or Miss Eda spells it without the E. I'm going to make a note of that. Anyway. Are they both are valid? Go figure. I mean, I see this spelled both ways. As you say, both are valid. I think that's one that I looked up one time, and it's like, okay, it depends. It's a dialectical thing, but it is a little curious that it's spelled two different ways. Eda, you're likable. Oh no. Anyway, you're likable. Maybe occasionally. Mostly I'm just, I don't know, underhanded it feels like. I'm definitely not normal. He's a regular, normal person. He's a simple, good-natured soul that isn't some weird eldritch piece of the universe. He's just Ryan. And you're just Monica. One doubt brevity? Yeah. Tatsuki. Hmm. Andrew just spam bot popped in the middle of that conversation there. What? The names of these spam bots, self-proclaimed damn. What? Okay, whatever. Anyway, he's just Ryan, and I'm not. And you, as it ironically turns out, are not just Monica. You are a weird eldritch piece of the universe, but Monica, you're also a reasonably normal woman in her freshman year of college. A bit more calculating and powerful than most, but really not different from, say, Mina. There will always be a lot you do not know and cannot meaningfully affect. Me personally, I don't fear your being at the heart of this whole reality mystery. Who would do better than you? But the rest of Monica, that's just normal life. Everyone has to live with huge amounts of uncertainty. And with Ryan, I don't see why you two are so different that it wouldn't work out at all. It's up to you whether you want it to work out or not. But what would I say about everything? I mean, that's a difficult question to answer. I don't think Messina knows enough about the situation to be able to answer that. You're just turning to her because as the adultier adult, even though you're theoretically yourself are an adult, and you're Monica among other things. Yeah, is it eldritch creatures both? Sure. Yeah, wasn't there an anime about an eldritch creature that was in the form of a high school age girl? that Dev indirectly recommended and then got annoyed that I actually watched it. the Nyarko thing. Yeah. Recommended is a strong word, yes. Like, alright, Ryan, have a seat. I have a musical number which explains things. So we all need an adult here, of course. I was annoyed, it's actually pretty funny. It's also just extremely sus as anime goes. I mean, yeah. It's, well, as I've said before, I mean, it's that mandatory anime bullshit. Like, it's mandatory. We have the weird age dynamics or whatever. It's like, this ageless, who knows how old she is entity who is for inscrutable reasons taking the form of a teenage girl. Yeah, I don't know. It seems like I don't know if it's just part of like Japanese culture or what. Like the whole age thing. There's so many animes with that can absolutely be an anime girl if he wants, of course. But yeah, it does. It does make that particular in the case of that particular anime, it does make it creepy that she's so obsessed with this actual human teenage boy. It's like, gonna grow man or grandma. Yeah. The other shores have and ageless deities always take the form of teenage girls. Like choose to tell yourself, yeah. Anyway, yeah, I was gonna say, like, in comparison, like I made the comment about Frieren, Frieren Beyond Journey's End, that particular anime. In comparison, I feel like it is a much more comfortable portrayal of in an ageless immortal being who's in the body of a young woman. It doesn't lean as uncomfortably hard into that whole trope as some animes do. I feel like a lot of folks would like Like to be an anime girl at least for a little bit? Sure, why not? Anyway, I'm gonna move on. But what I say about everything, and what would I say to them? I mean, that's the other question that's probably really eating at her, though. Like, what does she say to her other friends? Or wait, does when she says them, does she mean to her other friends in the literature club, or like, how do I let go of the sunken cost and say, yeah, you were right, I like him after all, or does she mean them as in the player? You, the viewer, yeah. Anyway, they have seen all of this and they'd understand things perfectly well whether or not they liked it. It's about what you want, not them. As to what you say to Ryan, that's up to you. Whether you trust him with everything or decide to keep it a secret is a question for you and your friends. And I trust all of you to make good decisions about that. Are you sure you should trust them, Masita? They don't have. In my opinion, they haven't shown the best track record for that sort of thing. Oh well. Anyway, thanks, Masita. Yeah, and again, if Monica wanted to, she could choose to, I don't know, maybe humble herself a little bit, and rather than play this whole, I must control everything in the universe thing so close to the chest, and like let her friends in on it and say, hey, I was considering letting Ryan know about the whole reality thing. What do you guys think of that? Maybe even let herself be a little vulnerable and admit that she's scared about what it means. I mean, it's interesting that Monica's choosing to admit that she's scared to Miss Ida when she won't say it to her friends that she's known longer. I guess that's the power of the mom energy. Do pretty well, things considered? Sure. The adultier adult, yes. Thanks, Miss Ida. Of course. But now I've got to get home, Monica. Do you need anything before I go? No, thank you. But when are you going to tell her? What could she be referring to there? Yeah, this does seem like a really abrupt time for Miss Edith. Like, they're talking about some difficult and deep questions here, and Miss Edith's leaving rather abruptly. Is her need to leave like that strong that she is leaving right at this which feels like a rather crucial time when she's talking to someone who has control over the whole their whole universe as far as they know it. It seems like a bad time for Miss Ada to leave, but whatever. But yeah, what could you be referring to? When are you going to tell her? Like, what, tell Rhea? Or is she talking about somebody else? Hey. Da-da-da. Da-da-da. Her? What do you mean? Monica just gazes peacefully at Miss Ida. Or... I mean, I don't know. I'm just going to move on. You don't mean, Monica smiles faintly and nods. Yes, I know. Can you really be that surprised? I mean, judging from Misita's reaction, what is this? Is this supposed to be implying that Misita has a thing for some female character that we've seen thus far? Yes, I know. Anyway, moving on. Can you really be that surprised? How? I didn't even set out to find out. It's been written all over your face. And things Yuri didn't mean to reveal. And I saw you there once, driving by. I'm not going to tell anyone. But when are you going to tell her? Never. 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 I promised. Oh. Yeah. Thanks for not telling. What could this mean? What could this mean? Things Yuri didn't mean to reveal? Knowing the story is all that good about keeping this kind of thing secret turns out? Yeah. I mean, I hesitate to suggest, like, like, I don't know. I'm afraid to say it out loud. Like, could it be implying that Misita has feelings for Yuri or something? Except that Yuri's already in a relationship, and I mean, that would fit with Mita going, hell no, I'm not telling her. But what's this? I promised. Who would she have made a promise to? I mean, what other female character could they be talking about? I mean, things Yuri didn't mean to reveal. Asuka and Junko obviously in love. I mean, that was the other female character I was thinking of, Miss Hirayama. Yes. Just the fact that Baka brought up Yuri. Maybe I go there because like they do seem to have some kind of chemistry going on there. But I don't know. I mean, yeah, like if they're referring to Yuri, that it's like that. Yeah, I could totally understand Misita saying she's never gonna tell her. But if it's talking about like Miss Hirayama, Junko, then it's more unclear why Misita would so vehemently say never. Miss Hughes can keep the same life. Yeah. Have the Yuri jokes already been made in this mod? Often. I mean, yes. Anyway, what is this I promised, though? Anyway, thanks for not telling. Thanks for not hating me. Monica, I would never hate you. And I would never even pity you, not even when you're in a state like this. I'm very proud of you, Monica. Get some rest. Monica sniffles a few times and wipes some tears from her eyes. Miss Ida weirdly eager to get out of the room. just doesn't want to dwell on any part of that, I guess. Okay. Oh, for goodness sake, always this narration. So yeah, she just had a complete breakdown, went insane for a little while, the way she tells it. She didn't even recognize me. That's rough, buddy. Yeah, didn't recognize. I suppose she did hallucinate a bit. Maybe just secret Beau to visit? Sure. Beau or Belle. Anyway. Oh, hey, there he is. What's the latest from Monica? I mean, you were there too a little while ago. You saw her. I know. I'm just still worried about her. It's really sweet how much you care about her. Sounds like she's been doing better, though, right, Ryan? Yeah, I'd say so. She's getting better about relying on other people to help. You got the like all of the extras. Well, I was gonna say like all of this season's extras. I guess Kenzo's been there since season 1. You just need to fit Ria and Miss Ida in the picture, and then you really have all of the extras who have sprites in this thing. Anyway, better about finding other people to help, at least in this situation. At least some people there could also stand to learn. A lesson that some people here could also stand to learn. Like those of us that were homeless and didn't ask for help. Or the gifted child burnouts who are just saying F it to the world. Or the absolute bitch friends who can't stop giving unsolicited advice. Da-da-da. Not Kenzo, though. True, not Kenzo. Anyway. Yeah, how did Kenzo come to be a part of this conversation? Usually it's just these three together. Anyway. Are you heading back home, Ryan? Not quite yet. I have fencing club to do first, but then after that, yeah. As a fight boy who has never done anything wrong, sure. Do you think Monica would mind if I came back to your place with you and checked on her again? I think she's mostly trying to rest, but I don't see why not afterwards. Good. Text me when you're heading back. And over to MC's room. Aw, do you really have to go? Yes, but it's fencing practice. But look, I'm not wearing any clothes, Tilda. Yeah, I can see that. And it's extremely tempting. Aw, come on. You can stay just a little longer. I'll do, that one thing, you know. Oh, man. She says to Tilda and everything. Exactly. That one thing we're just gonna leave ambiguous, I suppose. Aw, man, you're really making this difficult, Sunlight. You know you want to, Tilda? including the trophy was not worth it? Oh, and okay, yeah, I didn't even notice that. I guess that's the. I'm guessing that trophy is only present if you hand MC the victory in that previous scene. And I've got to work in the morning. Thanks for Gene Stars. Yeah, have a good one, Dylan. Thanks for hanging out. Correct? Yeah. And by extension, I sort of presume that the trophy is present in Natsuki's room if you give it to her. Yeah. Yeah, having it like half obscured up here, it's a curious choice. I mean, if you wanted to be more visible, I think it would make more sense to position it a little further to the left. It's not it is not eye-catching where it is there. On to Sarah, yeah. You want to, Tilda? Sairi crawls on the bed towards MC. Wait. Okay. I mean, I was wanted to be very subtle. Okay. I mean, making it subtle is a choice. If you're gonna put it in there, I don't know why you'd want to be that subtle, but not Sairi's advances. Those are not subtle. Yeah. I mean, I'm presuming that she's on the bed, and okay, never mind. Besides, you can go to fencing after. It's not going to be the end of the world if you're a little late. And you're already so good at it, Tilda. My swashbuckling fencing champion, Tilda. Presumably, she doesn't refer to him as a champion if the trophy isn't there. He wasn't given the victory. Anyway. Don't you want a reward, Tilda? From Tilda? Me? Tilda question mark? Sorry, Tilda. MC is sweating bullets. Well, alright. There's not much time. Come here. We'll have to make this very quick. Oh my goodness, Tilda. Looks like Ayabi has made Sairi too powerful. Yeah. Another night at fencing club. We're gonna have a repeat of that scene, only between Natsuki and Yuri. But like both Natsuki and MC are gonna show up late to the fencing club. Yeah, still feels bitter. losing to MC and everything. Well, be safe. Train hard and all that. Uh-oh, Yuri whipped out the dot mouth. But MC and Natsuki must deal with Temptress's trademark? Yeah. Tilda-tresses? I don't know. Temptress tilde trademark? Ooh, alliteration. Anyway. Train hard and all that. I have full confidence that with your work ethic, you will surpass MC one day. Yeah, he's just so damn good. And I almost had him. Well, your skill and gallantry were on full display regardless. In my view, you were a most deserving winner. I must confess that your growing mastery of the blade makes me somewhat, weak for you. Like, that wasn't already true. Indeed. Well, lucky for you, I'm pretty weak for you myself. I had the blush. Perhaps you would care to stay here for a little while before you go. Maybe I can properly, inspire you to work hard. She's forgetting. You're not doing the flirting right. You have to get the tildes in there. To tilde. Sorry. The stuttered tilde makes it funnier. Anyway. Well, I really want to, babe, but I just know that once we start that up, we're not going to stop for like an hour at least. Then I'd be really late. I just can't help myself around you. I have no self-control. Nor I with you. And I really want to get better at fencing. I want to beat MC. I don't want to make a fool of myself when we do our big tournament at KCU. So I've got to work really hard. And not be late because I was forcing her whole hall to audibly realize that we're gay for each other. Maybe after, when I get home. Yes, perhaps so. Alright then, bye babe. I am going to do such things to you when you return, beloved. Okay. I was low-key worried that Yuri was about to, like, suggest some turn to self-harm after that, but okay. But, you know, a promise of sexy time sounds better. Anyway. Laying out ritual items I'm going to do such things to you? Oh no. Anyway. And lunge. 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 Natsuki, isn't it time for a break? Breaks are for the weak. No, really, Natsuki, we're dying here. I need water. Manga would have given us a break 2 sets ago. Manga is not here. I am the one in charge. You're definitely in charge, but I second need for a break, Nat. Fine. Take 15, weaklings. Then the grind resumes. Excuse me. You're every bit the unrelenting taskmaster I thought you'd be running this club. Good. Harder we grind, the better it'll be at the tournament. I don't know. I mean, breaks are still important. You're probably right about that. I'm gonna go sit down. I'm pretty winded. Yeah, some water too before we start again. I will. Let's see. Anything I can do for the next 10 minutes? Yeah, you know what? Why not? Natsuki gets her phone out and calls her father. Oh, that's a curious choice. It rings 4 times. Hello, Natsuki. Is everything alright? There are loud glass clattering sounds from the other side of the line. Glass clattering sounds. We are leaning into that, alcoholic Datsuki thing that some versions of canon lean into, are we? It doesn't seem like the direction that this rendition of Datsuki goes in this mod. Anyway, sheesh, Dad. Yeah, everything's fine. Just thought I'd call and check in on my old man. Wow. Well, you forgive me for being shocked. You sure you don't need money or something? Yes, Dad. No, I just had a couple minutes break during this fencing thing and just thought I'd call. It's awfully decent of you. How's that going? It's going really well. Expecting a Yuri call, to be honest? I mean, yeah. or even, Fuyuki, like her sister before her dad, but yeah. Yeah, maybe it's some sign of either character development or character relationship development, like maybe her interaction with her dad during the Parents' Day just impressed upon her some need to have some kind of relationship with him. A push mob between Dad and Natsuki? I mean, yeah. Anyway, it's going really well. I'm really getting the point. Is that a fencing pun? I'm sighing so hard right now. Oh, by the way, Dad, we're having a big tournament at KCU in a few weeks. Yeah, did she tell a dad joke to her dad? Anyway, KCU in a few weeks. Do maybe what day of the week is that? She's inviting him to come? Thursday, I think. Well, you know how my work is, but yeah, that's absolutely worth fighting my boss for. Send me the date and I'll start working on getting it off. Awesome. Thanks, Dad. Yeah. Door opens and a strange girl with very long white hair, dressed entirely in fencing gear, walks in and sits down on the floor. Very long white hair, you say? Is this a reference to something? I'm gonna have to call you back. Alright, Natsuki, say hi to your sister for me. Yeah, I will. Bye, Dad. Love you. Love you too. Natsuki walks up to the white-haired stranger in fencing gear. Stranger, you say? So... a white text box now? ... Hi. Hail? So, you obviously know this is the fencing club, but I've never seen you around before. Are you here to join, or ... question mark? I have come only to observe, if that's alright. Sure. Don't see why not. Just, let me know if you need anything. I will do that. What is going on now? What is going on? Long white hair? I mean, we don't... so few characters have sprites of this that none of them have white hair. I mean, I was talking about Freeword earlier. She has white hair, but I don't see her making a cameo in this, and not as a fencing person anyway. Anyway, cool. All right, gonna get back to it now. What a weirdo. Later, at the end of the fencing club, the mysterious girl sits perfectly still and watches the entire time. Alright, good stuff today, everyone. I know it's being horrible to you, but you guys really rose to the challenge. Keep practicing as much as you can away from club so we can really take it to KCU. They'd be pretty good from what I hear, but I know we can beat them if we work hard. The white-haired girl rises and approaches Natsuki, accompanied by music fade out. What is going on here? What is this? Like, white-haired characters? I mean, like, the image associated with Libitina has white hair. Project Libitina, anyway. Wow, Fear, from Susuno Fear, what are you doing here? Yeah. Anyway. She stops exactly 3 paces away. I mean, there's also the possibility that someone from KCU came to visit to observe them. It's kind of wild that she showed up in fencing gear, though. Anyway. Then she bows formally. Are you Monica? No, I'm Natsuki, the vice president. Monica's out sick today. Ah, unlucky. Yes, but perhaps I have another idea. The strange girl surveys the fencing club. Who is your strongest? Our strongest? Yes, your strongest fencer. Get up here, dude. Presumably referring to MC. This is our best fencer, at least of the people here today. Well, I'd say it's between you and him, Natsuki. I know he beat you at the last tournament, but still close between you. And what is your name, sir? MC. The girl bows again. Then may I ask a favor of each of you? MC, I ask you to indulge me in a match to 15. After he's worn himself out, by with all the practice. This girl sure does bow a lot. I'm sure. Why not? Okay. And Natsuki, I will ask you to judge the match. She turns back to MC. If I win the match, I will trouble you to deliver a message to Monica for me. And what about if he wins? Then I shall perform whatever he asks. I trust he will not abuse that power. Curious stakes to place on a wager between people who don't know each other. Okay then. Yeah, you're right. He'd be painfully boringly chill about it. Well, maybe we begin. You're on. A short time later. A single light goes on the scoring box. Goes on the scoring box. I mean, the two ons seem deliberate, so yeah. Anyway. Touch right, 15-0. That's the match. 15-0? Uh-oh. I mean, judging by Natsuki's expression, I'm assuming that the girl with the white hair just won. MC struggles to catch his breath. She's so fast! The white-haired girl removes her fencing mask and bows formally once again. I have never seen anyone use a sword like that. Weapon? Ah, yes, weapon. You've been defeated, MC. I will hold you to your pledge to carry my message. Yeah, I will, but I have to ask, who are you? The girl bows once again, deeply, and she raises her eyes and stares intensely at Natsuki and MC. I am Kenko Kojiro. Kenko? Okay. I've seen like a gajillion references to Kenko in the club meeting server. At first I assumed it was like somebody misspelled Kenzo, and then it just caught on as a running gag. But then I saw enough of it to say, okay, actually maybe there is a character named Kenko who's coming up. You know, question mark is a true fencer because she corrected to weapon. Sword, yeah, right. Anyway, I am Kenko Kojiro, president and champion of the KCU fencing team, the Blizzard Blade of Kyushu, sometimes called Koshiro. Cadet to represent Japan in the Olympic Games. Wow. And for the next few weeks, your sworn enemy. She bows yet again, stiffly. I've heard that your leader and champion is Monica. That's right, she's so good. She's our coach, even. Natsuki, you... After getting the right in the mod, we go back to this thing again. I'm still reminded of I think was it in one of those fan fictions I read. It was either For the Longest Time or Cherry Wine. I think it was Cherry Wine. There was a bit where Yuri stuttered the word knife and said K-K-N-I-F-E. That's how it spelled out the stutter. And it was like, how are you stuttering the silent letter? As I gave you the thats in Baking Nazi 3, that's all you get. Knife? Yeah. Anyway, yeah, there's an ad break coming up in 2 minutes and 4 seconds. That's why I'll pause when the ads come on. Anyway, moving on. To that's right. She's so good. She's our coach, even. I have heard that also. Here, this is the task that you must pay me for my victory. Please bring this to her. It is for her to see only. Geigo hands a small rectangular wooden box to MC. And thank you for your hospitality. Keiko turns sharply on her heel and begins to walk towards the exit. Man, what an effing weirdo. Think she goes shopping for groceries in her fencing gear? Keiko turns again and walks briskly back to Natsuki until she's right in her face. Uh-oh. That's right. I do. I go everywhere in my gear. I shop for groceries in my fencing whites. I go running in my fencing whites. I sleep in my fencing whites. And now I feel more natural moving in my fencing whites than I do in my own skin. This is what it means to dedicate yourself to an art, Natsuki. You and your club have much to learn. Your education will begin with the difference between a club and a team when we crush you at our tournament, and the difference between an amateur and a master when I crush your coach, Monica. Oof. Ouchie. She will not score 3 touches against me in a bout to 15. You don't know anything about her. Maybe a fancy Olympics fencer or whatever, but you never met someone like Monica. She'll score at least 8 on you, I'll bet you. Uh-oh. Natsuki, I'm not sure Monica would... Shut up, boy. Don't care what kind of cringy-ass nicknames you have, Kenko, or how much pompous dignity you try to throw around when you come traipsing into our F&F fencing club. We keep it real in here, and Monka's beyond your effing comprehension. You have no idea of the forces you are tampering with. Whoa. The certified Natsuki moment trademark? I mean, yeah. Kenko's attitude is kind of catered to be precisely the kind of thing that annoys Natsuki the most. Anyway, ad break is imminent. I'll be right back. And back again. Yeah, certified Natsuki moment indeed. I can already... Bring back, thank you. I can already imagine that Kenko's going to apply so that she doesn't take wagers on these sorts of things, and then Natsuki's going to come back with, oh, are you afraid you're going to lose? And try to goad her into some wagers that she probably really shouldn't take on. Anyway. What are 2 predictions correct there? Oh, sure. She'll score at least 8 on you. Make it another bet. Unless you're afraid. You have some fire to you, I see. Well, brave soul, I'll bet with you. In fact, out of respect for your blazing defense of your sensei, I'll even spot you an extra point and bet you she won't reach 7 touches. What are the terms? Da-da-da. Natsuki whispers something to Kenko at some length? Oh no. This could be bad. I mean... What would Natsuki be prioritizing now? I mean, imagine if she turned it into another opportunity for like shipping Monica and Ryan together, and made the condition of Monica winning that Kenko has to congratulate her on getting with Ryan or something. I don't know, something along those lines. I don't know. Let's just move on. Let's see, was there something to Kenko at some length? Truly, how bold of you, and oddly specific in the terminology, and yet I cannot refuse with honor. But here are my terms if I win. Kenko whispers something back to Natsuki. Well? Fine, it's a bet. Natsuki seems concerned and perturbed. You have to ask Monica on a date? Yeah, right. Can you imagine? You'll see you at the tournament. You will, if you don't blink. Just notice that the text box lost its rounded corners when Kenko was speaking. Or is that my imagination? I have to review it, I guess. Anyway. Kenko smirks, tosses her hair, and walks out at a slow, melodramatic pace. It is rectangular? Yeah. Well, everyone, yeah, good motivation for us all to practice hard, I guess. Mark will be back next time, I'm pretty sure. Head on home and stay safe. Tosses her hair and whips Natsuki in the face. Not again, yeah. Yeah, sorry, I waited until episode 48 to introduce the best character in club meetings. Yeah, yeah, episode 48, the final episode of the series, obviously. Anyway, alright, that's everything cleaned up, Miss Vice President. I think you and I can go home now. God, what a drama queen. On top of everything else, so cringe. Still thinking about her, huh? I just know that deep down you're obsessing on how cool and badass she was on top of the cringe. You don't know me. The blush. Yes, I do. Okay, yeah, you do. But still, what a pain in the ass, girl. You're going to have some explaining to do to Monica. I mean... Yeah, I mean, Does that suggest... Wait, did Natsuki tell MC what the terms were? I mean, if it was a private bet between Natsuki and Kenko, does she have to explain anything to Monica? I don't know. Anyway, you really put your foot in it pretty impulsively at the end there. Yeah, I just wanted to throw down a cool challenge like they do in the shonen sports manga. Yeah, except Monica should have made the challenge, not you. Yeah, from one president to another. Oh well. And that bout, you saw how good she is. I'm not sure even Monica can hang with her. I see why she's going to the Olympics. Oh, speaking of challenges, is that what's in that box? I don't know. The box just has the word challenge burned into it. I haven't looked at what's inside. She said it was for Monika's eyes only. True. What was that bet you made with her, by the way? Well... Natsuki whispers something to MC. Okay, here we go. Da-da-da. You are in deep shit. Nah, Monika's totally got this. I believe in her completely. Well, I guess you don't have much choice but to do so now. Uh-oh. What could have elicited that reaction from MC? I mean, presumably Natsuki whispered both what she told Kenko had to do and what Kenko told her she had to do. Anyway, we're back to the dean's office. Apparently during nighttime, judging by the view outside. And the dean is here? How curious. It's been weeks. You still haven't determined yet why she's been in my office. Haven't determined yet why she's been in my office? What, did they figure out that Monika had been in there? Like, he didn't say... They're not saying that somebody broke into her the office. They said specifically why she's been in the office, which suggests that they saw her. What, do they have security video footage or something? Or maybe this isn't about the break-in at all? No, she's pretty careful. With student in quotes? What's with the quotes around student? Perhaps this is the mysterious character who was apparently following Monika for some reason. Well, I mean, okay, stuff is going on. We, the audience, are not privy to. Let's see how this plays out. No, she's pretty careful. I've even gone to her house once pretending to be drunk, and I couldn't figure out anything. Okay, so that was this is apparently the drunken student who showed up at Monika's place. Monika did react as though she expected them to show up. And took notes for herself, seemingly about the air quotes student's appearance. What could this all be about? I don't know. Well, other than that, she's indeed living with that student whose records she got unauthorized access to, Ryan, and she doesn't know we know she took and reviewed those records without authorization. You can never be sure of these things, but so far as we know, what did you find when you pulled her academic records? I want to know everything I can before I confront her. Any weakness? That's a curious way of framing it. From the dean? Any weakness? She's an exemplary student, straight A's. She has been absent from most of her classes for a sustained period recently, a matter of a week or two. A week or two? Gosh darn it! I've been pretty consistently unclear of whether it's a week or 2 weeks that elapses in between these episodes. Oh well. Anyway, some of her friends delivered medical excuses signed by doctors from the hospital. But you said she's apparently been home the last few days. The clever and elusive club-being step avoids a concrete can once again. Sure. Recovering at home. It's a perfect time to bring her here when she's still feeling off. She'll be exasperated and maybe just tell us the truth, whatever it is. Sir, might I suggest this is overkill? She hasn't apparently done anything harmful, and there are benign explanations for her behavior. I know you have a reputation for being somewhat thorough, but she broke into my office. I tend to take that rather personally, and I have a hard time thinking it's for a benign reason. She's only a college student, sir. Wouldn't the normal disciplinary process have been better? If she ends up meriting it, the normal disciplinary process is what she can go through once she admits to me what she did and why she did it. And to make sure we break her down and get her to admit that, we need every advantage before she even knows we know. Break her down? I mean, the implication from stuff on Monica's end sort of indicates that she already knows, but whatever. Anyway, I can't tolerate someone scheming like this on campus. Uh-oh, scheming. He used the scheming word. This is a rather curious characterization of the dean. It takes rule breaking from his students personally. His, her, there. Anyway, we'll see where it goes. Someone besides yourself, you mean? Naturally. Maybe this is leading to a reveal that the dean is actually one of Monica's parents or something. I don't know. Another knock. Ryan? Nah, it's Kagami. Ryan's in his room. Say something about me or... Sorry. Say something me about that neither... What? Tries to make me feel insecure about myself, nor hypes myself up to... About me plus one? Okay. Yeah, from context, I was ready to infer say something about me, but... About me that neither tries... I mean, Monica probably just misspoke because she's just that tired. Never mind, already fixed? Yeah. Not plus one. Minus one, no. Anyway. About me that neither tries to make me feel insecure about myself nor hypes myself up to ridiculous levels. Why? Reality check. Oh, you're very mid. Good enough. Come on in. Hiya, Pookie. How are you feeling? I've been better. How about you? Yeah, I've been better too. Came back so you could act genuinely vulnerable without your brother around. Maybe a little bit. Mostly I was just worried about you. I only found out today about everything, and everything was in such a bustle when I was here before. Just wanted to check in when it was a bit quieter. Yeah, all things considered, it could have been a lot worse, and it wasn't as terrifying as maybe it could have been, but I did not have fun. I still don't feel great. Psychotic break will do that to you, apparently. How about you? Figure out where all your motivation went yet? No. Ryan and Ayami just say we're having our gifted girl crash out week. Well, there may be some truth to that. Oh, just 1 week then. I'm ready for it to be over, though. There are a lot of things that are going to need my attention soon. I wish I could feel that eagerness. I just don't. You used to, though. What happened? I don't know. Things got difficult. You're intelligent and determined, though. I know college isn't so difficult that it can really stop you. Maybe. I don't know. It's just like... When things started to get hard, I just didn't want to deal with them anymore. I just wanted to push all this effing shit aside and go have fun, you know? Monica nods. And then when it came to time to work again, I was like, why am I even doing this? It seems so pointless compared to actually doing things I like doing. Why am I effing with schoolwork? If I'm gonna get a B in it, what even is the point? To get a degree so that you can do something you do like doing. Presumably. Yeah, it's just... It seems like it seems less immediate than having fun now, and also less achievable. Less achievable by you? Yeah. Just... Once I started doing less well, it just felt like there was a wall there. I felt like better than I just not try than try and fail. Because you're afraid of what it means if you try and fail once you realize that you're capable of failing and that you will fail in some things. Uh-oh. Have we reached the moral for this episode? Or perhaps even for the season? I'm sensing a recurring theme here. I mean, Monica was just talking to Visita about being scared of failure in the previous scene. But yeah, no, this is the perfectionist curse, though. Like, I mean, I'm can be a bit of a perfectionist about some things myself, and yeah, that fear of everything must be perfect, or there's no point in trying, and then ending up not doing anything. And yeah, that's a very real fear kind of thing. Anyway, moving on. You will fail in some things. No. Da da da. But why in particular would you think that? Because I've been in this exact position. I've failed before, I've messed up. That's the only real difference between me and you. You never had the experience of failing badly before. You've always been successful. But I haven't. I messed up really badly. Much worse than having an academic downswing. And after I failed, I wanted to give up. I kind of did have my gifted kid crash out. I just wanted to give up on everything because it couldn't be the way I wanted it to be instantly. But then I learned, or was taught, that's just the way things work. That's the value you get out of failing, is that lesson. I mean, yeah, presumably talk about messing up really badly. I don't think she's talking necessarily about the her recent crash out and psychotic break. She might be referring to the events of the original game when she killed everybody. Worse than having academic downswing. She's talking about the base game here. And I mean, wanting to give up on everything, like, she did kind of delete the game, or, you know, so is the DDLC canon. Anyway. And so, the way things work, that's the value you get out of failing, is that lesson. You won't be happy letting it all go and doing nothing. All you get there is emptiness. Trust me. You have to keep trying and keep going. For something, although what that something is up to you. But I know, it's hard. We've both been through how demoralizing it is to fail when we've only known success before. Right now, we're both feeling the burnout of having had to be the perfect girl for years and years. So, F being perfect is what you're saying. I'm not sure that was what I was saying. I still try to be as perfect as I can be. But why? It's burning us out. Why not, instead of perfect, good enough? Well, what does good enough even mean, for one thing? Well, yes, that is the question. What is good enough? Indeed, where do you draw that line? How much is enough effort? Because, I said it before, I'll say it again. It's that nagging feeling of, I should have done more, that and more is such a nebulous, imprecise, non-specific goal that it's not only does it negatively impact my ability to get anything done, it saps any enjoyment out of it when I do get things done, which in turn makes it harder to get things done in the future, because if you're trapped in a state of nothing you do is good enough, you should have done more, it just makes it that much harder to put in the effort to try again. But anyway. Maybe that's too much self-disclosure. Nah. In a Tormuse tangent kind of stream? Anyway, moving on. What does good enough even mean, for one thing? I don't know. As good as we can do without collapsing the strain, I guess. It is kind of a weird mindset to get into. I mean, my parents... Oh, to hell with your parents, Kagami. No offense. But you've got to stop caring about what they think. Well, that's an interesting... That's an interesting tack for Monica to take. Like, did she not just a couple episodes back, have a huge freak out in response to her parents showing up. I mean, her freak out was largely directed at Ryan, but there's some strong subtext that it was her parents showing up, which was kind of a straw that broke the camel's back kind of thing. You're also blind to faults in ourselves that we see in others. Oh yeah. Are you saying this isn't a moment of introspection on Monica's part and realizing that she's she's doing the very thing that she's complaining about here? Oh well. Anyway, moving on. Oops. You gotta stop caring about what they think. I know you love them and you love being high in their esteem, but you're 19 years old now. You have to decide how to live life for yourself. You can't live your whole life trying to please them. I hate to tell you, but MC's right about that. They love you and mean well for you. But you don't belong to them, and they don't control you, nor should they. You have to decide what you want to be. But what if what I want to be is... What if I want is to be a straight A student that makes them proud? Straight A's are something you get in education. Education is something we do to prepare for what we'll do in the future. Once you graduate, you can't just go on getting straight A's in the workforce. No, but I can extend the period where I can just get straight A's by going to graduate school. Oh, for goodness sake. If you want to get straight A's or whatever healthier metric you maybe should use to measure academic success, you'll be able to do it because it's what you want to do, not because it's what your parents expect. Ultimately, what our parents want or should want is for us to be happy. Our parents. Is she talking about rhetorical our, or is she actually including her own parents in this discussion beyond conceptually? Yeah. I mean, judging from Crazy Kale's comment there, probably the former. Anyway, like not Ryan's parents though. Oh no. Anyway, and if you just constantly chase whatever goal your parents imagine is best for you at any given moment, you'll never be happy. Especially if it's something undefinable and unattainable that causes you to react with revulsion the instant you encounter any resistance to success. Da-da-da. You need anything? Anything? Like food or drink or something? Is there anything you need? I mean, yes, I haven't had much to eat today. I was going to ask the club to help me, but fantastic. I'm going to go tell Ryan to come help you then, because I'm going home. Oh, I see. What a mean trick on your part. Yeah, I need to study though, seriously. Want to be prepped when I go to office hours tomorrow. Wonder if I can call my professors into doing some makeup assignments. Call my professors to make It is a little funny that Kagami is like offering her food or drink or something, ostensibly because she's planning to get her something, only to flop that responsibility on Ryan. I mean, you could interpret that as Kagami just being, choosing to be self-centered in this moment, or you could choose it to interpret it as she's just trying to be, wing girl for Ryan, wing woman. To give Ryan an excuse to interact with Monica, because there was sort of implied that Ryan was kind of avoiding Monica at the moment. Maybe I could be evil and considerate? Sure. Yeah, this thing here, wonder if I can con my professors into doing some makeup assignments. I mean, like, you don't have to frame it like that, like, because it's college. Sometimes you can make arrangements, like going back to my own experiences in college, um, like if your teachers or professors, they can see that you're trying to apply yourself, but you're still struggling. They'll often still be willing to help you. You know, it doesn't have to be this adversarial thing. Con them into doing some makeup assignments. Like you can just ask them. Like sometimes they're willing to help. Like they'll see someone. They generally want to help them succeed and not like it doesn't have to be a fight or anything. Anyway, moving on. Sounds like you know what you want. Yeah, I want to be a kick-ass straight-A student who is better than as many people as possible. But I want that for myself. Good for you. Thanks for coming to check up on me, Kagami. No problem. Get well soon, okay? It's lonely out here without you. I'll do my best. You do that. I'll send Ryan in to tend to your needs. Dormuse, you're here again. Hi. I wondered when she was going to address the player again. I don't know what to say. I feel so tired now. The feeling is so strange. Monica, who are you talking to in there? Oh, come in, Ryan. I was just talking to myself. In a normal, non-psychotic fashion, I promise, just thinking out loud. I see. Did Ryan hear invoke the name of Torvuse, though? I don't know. Anyway, I brought you some miso. Oh, thank you. And also a Coke, although you should really try to take it easy on the caffeine so late. I just figured it'd help you feel better. Oh man, that's so good. Thank you, it does help. I should just start addressing the player as chat, the ultimate disguise. He would probably question it less, yeah. Yeah, you could just claim that she's taking a leaf out of Natsuki's book or whatever. Anyway. Oh, the miso smells wonderful. Let me try some. Malika rolls over to take some soup, but the blanket slides off of her onto the ground as she does so. Oh, whoops. Every time I come in here recently, the sheets and blankets are all messed up. Must sleep pretty rough. I guess I wouldn't know. I've never seen myself sleep. Here, let me get that for you. Ryan puts the blanket back on the bed and Monica pulls it up to her chin. What was Monica saying the previous episode about the level of familiarity and intimacy required to have someone tuck her in or whatever? Anyway. You look a lot better. Yeah, the Literature Club always makes me feel a little better. My friends are special. I can definitely agree with that. MC and Natsuki I see all the time, of course, and they're great. Sayuri and Yuri are more mysterious to me, and there's nothing really mysterious about Sayuri. Is that so? Actually, look, you've never shared a bed with her, Ryan. Yeah, it'd be violence. Yeah, just insert Slimo art with Monica doing the hip whip in her sleep and accidentally body checking Yuri out of the bed. If you know, you know. Want to include Monica sleeping rough as an explicit head nod to Slimo art? Anyway, nothing really mysterious about Sayuri. I mean, she does keep her suicidal depression secret mostly. Although she talked about with Ayami. She told Kenzo about it as well. I don't think she told Ryan, or maybe she did. Did Sayuri talk to Ryan about it? Her depression? I don't know. Anyway, moving on. Nothing really mysterious about Sayuri. She's my best friend. She's the most wonderful person I know. She's always a day brightener, and she's a genius in her way. Yuri is mysterious, but she also has incredible depth. I'll leave you to form your own judgments about her if you ever get to know her better. The second most mysterious member of your club, then. Okay, so okay, right, have a seat. I have a musical number, but my depression that I do for people. Yeah. So I call it really bad. My whole life puts on top hat. Oh no. Yeah, I mean, which in turn brings back. Oh yeah, another thing I wanted to comment about in the last session during the email section. One of the emailers asked Sayuri if she considered like writing fiction to help her process her emotions, and she says, "Oh no, I never do that. I could never do that. I only write about it, my feelings in poetry." And I thought, like, what about that whole what if series of vignettes from her mod? I mean, like, so many of those were geared towards processing Sayuri's own feelings. Like the one where MC is just gone and she has her freak out about that, or the one where Monica is gone and it doesn't function so much as a what if Monica was gone, so much as Sayuri processing her own feelings of what she would do without her best friend. It sure seems like Sayuri does a lot of processing of her feelings in her writing. It still strikes me as odd that she denied that she does, but anyway. Second most mysterious member of your club, then. Who's most? Well, you, obviously. Even after living with you all this time, there's still so many things I'm learning about you. You have a lot of mysteries to you. I guess that's true. Is something bothering you? Yeah, but it's minor. It's really not important. Won't you tell me? It'll weigh on my mind otherwise. Yeesh. Alright, I guess you're well enough to talk about things now. Earlier, when you were unwell... Oh, is he going to bring up the world change thing that he sort of witnessed? Yeah. You said and did a lot of delusional stuff, but none of it really affected me except for one thing. What was that? When I was carrying you and I was lost and couldn't find the house. I don't really remember that. You had me close my eyes, and then when I opened them again, the house was right in front of me. But I didn't move at all. It was like you had done a magic trick. I'm pretty sure you even said ta-da at the end of it. I've never really run into some phenomenon I could not explain, but this is one. I would have sworn that I didn't move at all, and the surrounding area looked the same. It was just the house and its ground set changed. I don't know how I could have gotten so turned around that the right house was next to that dingy old shack that we were at. Yeah. Is Ryan actually I mean, the fact that Ryan is even bringing this up at all suggests that he's aware, or at least suspects, that Monica could have done that. Like, what are his thoughts about, I don't know, supernatural stuff? What are his beliefs about that sort of thing? But it does raise the question of, like, can he expect Monica to actually be honest about that? I mean, anyway, moving on. And there is no dingy old shack near this house anyway. He said it happened because this is all a simulation and you were in control of it. Which was consistent with all the other delusional stuff you were saying, to be honest, but in that context, it shook me up a little. So, what happened there? Do you know? Did you somehow do that? Some trickery? And if so, how did you do it? ... You're not saying anything. That is true. I don't know what to say. Do you not know? If you don't remember or know, that's fine. Well, to be honest, I don't remember. Uh-oh, Monica's being evasive. But I can't bring myself to lie to you. I do know, but I can't tell you. Why not? It's hard to explain. You don't trust me. It's not necessarily just that she doesn't trust him, but besides that, she doesn't necessarily really have reason to trust him with that level of confidence. I don't know. Anyway, moving on. You don't trust me? No, I trust you. I promise I trust you. I just can't tell you. That doesn't sound like you can trust me. It's just not something I can safely talk to you about. Monica, I know you too well. I don't want to press you on this. We've already talked about it back at the hospital, but you're always managing. Right now you're managing me. I've tried to tell you, I don't think it's good for you to manage so much. And I don't need to be managed. Nor do I want to. Ryan, it's okay. I care for you quite a bit, Monica. I just don't want you to hurt yourself on my account. I'm not. I think you are. And I don't want you to do that. You're too... Ryan's hand slowly rises. He traces her cheek with the back of his fingers. Ryan... This is starting to feel a little affectionate. Yeah. Monica closes her eyes, trembles, relaxes, and grasps his wrist with both hands. His wrist? That's his restraining motion. Just a bit affectionate? Yeah. Yeah? Sorry for that. I couldn't find the words. Me either. Monica's voice sounds sleepy. But, oh man, that was stupid. Sorry, I shouldn't have done that. I really don't want to be a problem for you. You're not a problem for me. Huh. Where I am, Monica. I don't think you know quite what to do with me. ... In more ways than one? Monica blinks slowly, trying to keep her eyes open. He puts her finger in his mouth, something you should only do if you really like a girl. Amazing. Yeah, that would, I mean, it would be consistent with DDLC canon, of course. It wouldn't it wouldn't be DDLC without some vaguely erotic finger licking. That's good. So this is something normal friends do for each other. Oh no. Anyway. Well, that's enough high pressure talk for now. You're not supposed to be having serious conversations. You rest some more, okay? I'll be back to check on you tomorrow. Oh, okay. Ryan leaves. ... You'll be back tomorrow? ... question mark? Honk shoe. Or is it me? Oh, I don't know. Moving on. Well, good thing I never had much to begin with. Should put the futon away, though. Another chore is the last thing poor Monica needs. Put it away? Wait, I thought it was nighttime. Wasn't it evening? Like, shouldn't it be getting ready for bed? Why is he putting it away? I thought the futon is what he sleeps on. Anyway, there, as good as when I moved in, or maybe a little better even. Is he about to just actually move out to put some distance between them? It is nighttime. The implications. I mean, after a couple of episodes back, like I was like, I wouldn't put it past him to decide that he was being too much of a burden to Monica and just get the hell out of there. But Monica's reaction to that suggested makes that awkward. But okay, now your use of the word "the implications," if you're trying to suggest that he's about to sleep with her, that doesn't seem like a good thing in her present state. Anyway. You should remember to thank her for everything. Yeah, okay, this implies that he's getting the hell out. I would always agree with what you said here. Probably not today, though. She doesn't need any kind of heavy conversation right now. She needs sleep. Maybe when I check in on her tomorrow, we can talk about things. Hopefully she'll just think I'm out doing something until then. Thanks for sheltering me, room. Thank you, Monica. Sorry to have become a difficulty for you. I wish... ... And yeah, the other next thing I was thinking is he's probably going to go crash at Kenzo's place rather than go back to the bench. Thanks, man. I really appreciate it, especially in the short notice. I told you could come here whenever you wanted, man. Ain't nothing changed since then. What happened with Monica? That seemed like a good setup for you. Yeah, I'm presuming this is Kenzo's place, but didn't we have a different background for Kenzo's? I swear, didn't we show Kenzo's room and it was they had there's I remember there being a bed on the coming from the left wall. He's crashing at Kenko's. Yeah. That was in a mod and thus not canon. Oh yeah. Thought you'd want to keep things consistent, but Anyway, I guess. Which mod was it? That was MC's mod. You would think that he would know what Kenzo's place looks like, but Anyway, seems like a good setup for you. We were making it complicated for each other. The heck does that mean? I think I had feelings for her, but she didn't have any for me, and she felt conflicted about that. Sometimes I thought maybe she did, but I think it was just wishful thinking. And also, I think she's having trouble because she has some big secret she's hiding from me, and it's awkward to have me live there while keeping the secret. So, yeah, complicated. Well, you know you're always welcome here with me, man. Kenzo's real bed is a race car? In that universe, Ryan and Kenzo roomed together and thus had two beds in the room. Sure. Yeah. Yeah, I know you're welcome here with me. Like, in all honesty, I expected Ryan to move in with Kenzo sooner than this. Like a couple episodes back when after Monica blew up and yelled at him. Here, there was only one bed. Yeah. I'm just about to get changed and hop into bed. You could hop in too whenever. Kenzo's still in his uniform. Wait, why is Kenzo still in his uniform? A lot of time has passed since classes. There was enough time to have literature club and fencing club and a break in between, and the whole scene between Monica and Ryan. Is Kenzo going to sleep in his uniform now? He does have a casual outfit. He just likes it, sure. Anyway, just like old times. Thanks again, man, for everything you've ever done for me. Don't know what I would have done all those times I ran away from the people who were supposed to be caring for me. All those times I ran away from the people who were supposed to be caring for me. Yeah, I mean, there did seem to be some hints or some deep subtext that maybe Ryan's adoptive parents were not too kind to him, maybe even abusive. It has nothing to do with you being annoyed getting his casual outfit to work? Really? Well, this time's a little different, I guess. Except for one thing, I still get the right side, though. I assumed. I'll jump in and turn off the lights in a second. Need to call someone first. Sounds good. Go get changed in my PJs, give you some privacy. Ryan gets his phone out. Who could he be calling? Presumably not Monica. He just said he doesn't want to burden her. Calling Ayami? Oh, right. She did ask him out. It does seem to carry an implication that maybe he is actually officially giving up on Monica. Ryan, you're calling late. Is everything okay? Yeah, everything's fine. Hey, I was wondering, are you free anytime soon? For, what? A date? Oh my gosh. For you, my dear boy, of course. And that's all for now. Hey. Inferno, the Baking with Natsuki 3 combat theme is by Kabzish. Cool. Incidentally, that song also got a copyright claim. I got when I put the videos up, there were copyright claims on the video for the Baking with Natsuki 3 opening, and also the combat song for the. I think it was just the Phase 2 fight with Monica? Strange you didn't get any? Is that so? That is curious. Opening theme is a famous piece of royalty-free music. Yeah, it's like it wasn't a copyright strike. Like it wasn't like they took the video down. It was just a note saying that if you monetize your channel, any money will go towards these people, basically. This theme is licensed, and I had to clear my YouTube channel specifically for it. Anyway. The Radical Meters theme is The Spider by Post Ludu. The Monica Phase 1 theme is The End of Everything by Raxio397. Momentum, the Monica Phase 2 theme, is a licensed track with a license granted by Corn through Upbeat. There you go. Tangent Sprite is a free use asset from FreePick. Fencing Trophy is also a FreePick asset. All sound effects from Baking with Natsuki 3 are free use assets from present.org. New backgrounds this episode are all by Minical. Baking with Natsuki Monica ending CGs are by Team Magenta, Ali Guppy on Instagram, and Laytread on Instagram. Team Magenta, isn't that one person who's making that mod that was supposed to be a response to Turquoise, is it? Or is it somebody different? I don't know. I wasn't sure if you got them through people in the DDMC Discord, or is this how they asked to be credited? Yeah. Anyway. Natsuki ending CGs are by _herb. Just thanks to the Big Natsuki 3 playtesters, including it is by the Discord. Yeah. The individual making the mod entitled Magenta had some rather curious things to say about Turquoise, and about lesbians in general. They have a rather confused worldview about the LGBT community, which would take too long to get into. I'm anticipating an ad break in the next 6 minutes, so let's see if we can get to the end first. Let's see, 3 players, including Autumn, Delta, Omega 17, Japan Ball, Jonaldar, Riley, Crazy Joshua, Denny 005, Firefly, Kai, Luigi McP, Oscar, Robmaster, and Trententron. I don't see my name listed in there. Baking with Natsuki 3 playtesters? Okay. A very special thanks to Kayla, Lorekeeper, Tormuse, Grant. There I am. It me, Grant McLegend, Speeds, Purple Duple, Sophie, and Comfy, who all found a lot of bugs. And there were still some left, apparently. Oh, right, the lesbians always behave like this guy. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't know if Team Magenta is the same thing, but that particular individual did call his mod Magenta in response to my mod Turquoise. Anyway, not that I'm trying to send people after him or anything. It's just I wasn't sure if it was the same person or not. Anyway. And very, very super special thanks to Crocodile, who was an absolute testing machine and exhaustively tried to break the combat system. None of the big Natsuki 3 experience would have been possible without all these folks' hard work. As always, the mod's credits are in Craig's.text. Club's still taking emails at lit.prez.monka@gmail.com. It's not over yet. Okay. Like... Yeah. Considering the previous 3 seasons had 12 episodes, this is an important thing to say, to let the audience know that really there's going to be more, at least one more episode. I think it is that guy, but the artists were not that guy. Yeah. See you next time, and there you go. That's it for episode 48, and I have episode 49 already downloaded, installed, and ready to go. So I'm going to jump right into that. But first, a break. Yes, we are going to take a break. I'm actually going to end this stream, and then I'm going to take a minute to use the washroom, and then I'm going to start up the next one. Yeah, just having it as a separate stream so I can give it a different title and so on just makes things a heck of a lot more convenient for me. But yeah, what else can I say that I haven't said already? Yeah, like I said before, like it seems that Monica is gonna have to decide what she wants. It has not really been clear for a lot of this what she wants. It's also not always been entirely clear if she even knows what she wants. Frankly, that's what I said about all the sunken cost fallacy about the wanting the player and all that. And being confronted with this notion that hey, Ryan just bailed on her and you know left Monica's house and is maybe going pursuing Ayami. Monica might have to make a decision, and it's a little funny that this comes hot on the heels of her conversation with Kagami, where she's saying, "Hey, you should do things because you want them," and like all that stuff. Basically, Monica gave the entire conversation to Kagami that she needs herself. Like, don't be so hung up on your perfectionism. You should do things that you want to do. All that stuff. Anyway, I'm about to start the next stream session, so I probably should cut down the rambling. Yeah, until next time or whatever, I'll be right back.